Hello, B Poker Dad here. Going to be doing a 1 hour session of NL5 zone poker on Ignition. So let's get started. Actually, I was doing this before and I was having some technical difficulties, so we will start again. And hopefully we have no problems. And the problems were really related to Ignition, unfortunately. Kind of giving me problems. Typical for Ignition. So here we will bet the Queen Jack. And we'll take it down. And King 4 will fold that. So button versus cutoff. Actually, on the charts that I use here, I'm actually folding the 8-9 suited. Trying not to call too much here at this, at these stakes here. King Jack offsuit would fold. Would rather be in more 3-betting situations. So they're 9-8 suited. I'm actually folding. I know it seems kind of tight, but it's been working for me, so just going with that. Jack 2, of course, will fold. 9-8 offsuit, we will definitely bet if it folds to us. It does not, and with the limp, we fold. 9-2, I can fold that. And here we get ace-9 suited from the button. So button versus middle position, which we got 3-bet in there. We're just going to get out of the way. And King 5 offsuit, of course, will fold from the button. Ace-4 offsuit we can raise, but now that we have a raise in front of us, we'll definitely fold that. Ace-2, fold from under the gun. Jack-2 will fold that. Ace-4 suited from the button. Let's see, button versus the middle position. Ace-4 suited. We'll actually bet here 0.17 times 3, so 0.51. 3x from the button. And we'll fold to a 4-bet. But we take it down. 8-6 offsuit, we'll fold to that. And of course, 5-2, if he would have bet, we would definitely fold there. King Jack will fold there. And Queen 7 will fold. And small blind versus middle position, 9-8. Again, I'm going to fold this. Fold the suited connector, especially from the small blind, going to be out of position. Six will definitely be folding this. especially to a 3-bet. So ace jack off, first he under the gun, we're actually going to fold that. First he under the gun raise, short stack. 5-4 here in this spot here, middle position will fold. 5-6 offsuit from button, we'll fold that. 8-2 will fold. Alright. Not much happening here yet. Lots of terrible offsuit hands so far. Ace-4 offsuit. So it's interesting. My chart says that if the small blind are open, I should actually 3-bet him here. Seems kind of reckless, but why not? Pretty good. Bet half pot. Alright, well, it was reckless, but it worked out. Uh, 10-8 from under the gun, we'll fold that. Still surprised he didn't have anything he can call with. I guess he didn't have any pairs or anything like that. King 5 will fold to the bet there. Ace-8 suited. So you have middle position open, we'll actually fold this. King 5 will fold. Ace Queen, so this is a classic 3-bet situation. We don't have to, so we're going to make it 20 cents with the limper. Alright, not such a great flop, out of position. 2 overcards, let's see if he bets. Backdoor flush draw, he doesn't. Still nothing happening here, so I could pretty much fold any bet. And here we go again. And almost makes you seem like he was probably not there. He must have folded. He must have pre-folded, because when it checks that fast, he probably pre-folded. I probably could have bet anything, and I would have won it there. Okay, so they would fold. But sometimes I've seen it happen, and then on the next street they actually bet, so I rather not do it out of position. Maybe Ace King, so there's another classic 3-bet situation. And hopefully we can flop well. Looks like ignition is causing problems for a lot of people here. Raise it up. It seems a little bit laggy right now, actually. Interesting flop. I'll definitely throw out a c-bet here. Get a call. We definitely improved though, so definitely want to throw out another bet. Now we take it down. King 9 offsuit from the cutoff. I actually built my own ranges. I should make a video just showing the. I'll make a video at some point showing the ranges I built. I built some it's basic opening range. I built some cold and 3-bet ranges too, but I'm not so confident using those yet. So I'm using the ones that are kind of endorsed by Poker Snowy. But I did make my own opening ranges, which I'm pretty comfortable with. Let's see, we'll fold. Queen 4, I can fold that. King 5 suited actually is going to be a fold anyway. Alright, we'll just check behind here with King 4. Don't flop anything. Not going to play for this pot. So just because we got a pair, you know, I guess we'll just call it. We take it down. I didn't think there was any reason to fold that. Him taking a stab on a 3. You know, if it was a better card in the river, it would definitely fold. But with it being a 3, our 4 could definitely be good there. Kind of a silly bet by him, actually. Because if he thinks his 3 is good enough, then, you know, he's going to win anyway if he checks. So here in the cutoff, King Jack offsuit, I'm going to fold to the limp. I have a open limping chart too for when people open limp. What I'm going to raise, what I fold to. King 8 suited here, big blind versus the button. We'll call it. Get top pair, which is nice. We'll just check call this. The only 2 pairs you're going to have is king is, you know, King Jack, and unless he has, you know, kings or jacks, I think would be okay here. So definitely half pot bet, we can call that. No problem. 2 comes out. Not too worried about the 2. Don't think he has quads. Again, what am I worried about here is a better king, or if he has a set, or 2 pair. So we'll definitely just call again. And here we get a 10 here. Ace Queen would make a. He could have Ace Queen 2, make a straight here, but he checks behind, and he just has a better king. So I don't think anything wrong with that. There, he gave us pretty good prices, and we had top pair. If he would have bet super strong on the river, I probably would have folded that. But obviously, with the check, made life a lot easier for us. That's the best we can really do out of position. So here we'll bump this up to 20 cents. Queen 10 suited. And not a great flop, out of position. Half pot bet still, I mean, that's what 6 times 4 is 24%. Could call it, but the fact that he's betting this hand here is maybe a little bit suspect. We'll just fold it. A6 here, we're definitely going to fold that. Yeah, we didn't even have a foil. All we had is just potentially making some kind of a pair. Two paired the best, you know. You know, we had the equity to call. Being out of position makes that hand a little bit tougher too, so it even, you know, decreases our equity. So the limp will make this 20 cents. We could fold tiny bet here in the multi-way pot, and we will. If he folds here, then I'm going to bump it up 20. He does. Three bet's interesting, but with a short stack, gonna be kind of pot committed. Jack 9. I don't really see a scenario where, oh, that's only. I'm gonna call just because it's not even 2x. Yeah. Hoping that random 2 pair. It's just because it's not even 2x, you know. Even though he's short stack, he's probably got something solid. It's really hard to fold that. I feel like I'm just folding anything at that point. Three two suited. Actually, I should have opened from button if it came to me. I folded too quick on that one. King queen offsuit here. I can actually 3-bet in the button. Even though we're going to be putting ourselves in a situation where it's probably going to be, you know, playing for a stack post flop. But we get a good flop here, so we're just going to shove them all in. Just because $0.21 divided by 0.93. Yeah, SPR situation, so we'll just shove them all in. Top pair, top kicker. And that was just, you know, stack the pot ratio. He bets, we shove. The SPR on that was like around 1.2, 1.3, so 9-8 offsuit versus middle position. 9-8 offsuit will be a fold. This queen nine, if it folds to us, will raise. It doesn't, so fold out of it. 5-3 will fold that. Here we get ace jack. Bump this up. Definitely throw out a C bet here on this particular board. Calls it. So we think he has a queen or a 9 maybe, but now we're just going to check behind. Hope they land an ace would be nice. We do not. And that would definitely fold this up. Ace jack suited from big blind. So here we'll bump it up to 25 cents with 2 limpers. We'll be out of position. We'll take it down. What you got to be like nervous about there is sometimes these limpers all of a sudden will like shove. Because like they limp, they're trying to be tricky and limp with like ace ace or king king or something like that. That's annoying when that happens. But you just gotta fold, because when a limper does something like that, you just gotta fold. Because there's like no precedent for it. There's no way you could ever put them on hand. See this ace 3 offsuit. If it folds to me, I'll raise it. It does not. Yeah, don't look at my goals. My goals from my year beginning video, because none of that stuff has really worked out. It's been kind of a strange year for me so far, and yeah, all those goals. I should really reassess all my goals actually, and look through them and just try and adjust from them and come up with some new goals. Still got plenty of time left in this year to make some new poker goals and figure things out. But it hasn't been a good start for me, but that's okay. Just keep playing, keep enjoying it, and whatever happens, happens. Day by day, day by day. Of course, we'll fall to a 3-bet here. Ace-2 suited from cutoff. Bump it up. So let's see. Versus small blind, ace-2 suited, pink. I would call it. Oh no, I was supposed to 4-bet. Whoops. I screwed that up. I was supposed to 4-bet that. I screwed that up. It should have been a 4-bet. That's alright. This 4-bet could have gotten a fold. Ace-5 offsuit versus middle position. Big blind. Is a fold. King-9 off. Fold to that. Haven't been really able to get into many spots here so far. Jack-9 suited here. Be a call. Let's see, big blind versus button is a call. Jack-9 suited, yep. Don't really flop anything, so we can fold out of this one here. Especially with his 6 cents. I guess with 6 cents we just got to call and just go with God. I mean, what else are you going to do? Six two. King Queen, open this up. See if we get something going here. Nope. Lots of people end up losing connection. I guess maybe they're playing on their, they could be playing on their cell phones too. People do play this mobile. Maybe they're losing signal while playing. I try playing mobile. It's not good. It's no bueno. Another guy probably got a timeout right over here. Yep. Oh, he actually didn't timeout. Queen jack off. We'll raise it up. Looks like right now we got a pretty tight field too. Sometimes they're tighter, sometimes they're looser. Right now it seems like we've got a pretty tight field. Let's see. So I have ace-4 offsuit here. I'm actually not opening from under the gun. Under the gun's is the only spot where I'm not opening up wide. Wide on suited aces. So in middle position, I open up all suited aces, but under the gun, I only open up really suited broadways and pocket pairs. Obviously, we'll 3-bet kings here. I'll just raise it up. Hopefully, we get a caller. Nope. Everybody's playing real super tight. We aren't even seeing many flops. Jack 6 suited, bump it up. Not a great flop here to do a c-bet, so just check behind. We'll easily give up on this hand. Any kind of pocket pair, wouldn't have folded to a c-bet, and obviously we have nothing anyway. But it's not the point. I mean, the flop was just not great for the range, so better for the caller. Ten, we'll bump this up. Definitely throw out a C bet here with the tens. Middle pair. You know, one of these guys could easily have a king. Let's see what the betting is. It's a pretty strong bet here. Middle pair and a fully pot. I'm actually okay just folding this here. Here we get king, king. Obviously, we're going to 3-bet this up here, 3x. This guy's got a pretty full stack. The 4 bets, we'll 5-bet it. So $1.94. If he shoves, we'll call. So let's see, 2.85. Obviously, we'll just go all in here. He folds it up. That again was a stack to pot ratio situation. The only thing to do is go all in there, since his stack was really low compared to the pot, and his stack was smaller than the pot, so we end up just shoving all in there. And hope he calls it, but he didn't. Unfortunately. Okay, so here we have a gut shot. Versus a short stack like him, I'm just going to check behind, actually. This, again, is a stack to pot ratio situation, but because I don't have a pair, I don't really want to play for stacks here. Maybe we just take it down with a raise high. Yep, we do. Better raise high. Oh, alright. Split pot. Ignition wins. Ignition is the winner. I think I'm going to have to set up for a sec. I just need to put this sweatshirt on. There you go. One hand while putting a sweatshirt on. Pretty impressive. Impressive. Seven. We'll open it up. Here's like my first pocket pair, other than those kings there. It's a pretty good board for me to actually c-bet on with the flush draw here, so I'm going to do that. You get a lot of fold in this spot. Calls it, which I don't love. Now it's a paired board, though. We'll just check behind. You know, could have a 10. You know, it's definitely possible. Could also have a set in a full house right now. Ace comes out. And we'll just check behind, and I don't know if he'll have a 10 or unless he's got a 6. Then we beat him anyway. No, he ended up getting an ace. So we actually had him. We had him beat until that ace came out. Kind of interesting call on his part. I mean, he floated it, so I guess, bump up to fives here. We'll just check behind here. Don't really love the board. It would have been a better board if it was like, some more high cards in there. Would have been better board for me to c-bet on, but that particular board, not a great board, kind of wet, middling cards, so five's not, going to really do much. So now we can definitely fold out of this here. Queen six suited here. If it was a 10-cent bet, I would call it. 15-cent bet will fold. Even 12-cent bet, I would have called that. Ace 10 suited under the gun. So because this is ace 10 is the bottom of my suited aces that I would call. This is the lowest suited ace I would call from under. I mean, that I would bet from under the gun. Looks like we'll go multi-way, and not a good flop. So we'll fold out of this one to any bet. Well, everyone's getting pocket pairs, and I got some pocket pairs. Now let's see if we can just make a set. Ace 8 I will bet here. Just try and steal the blinds with ace 8 offsuit. If he 3-bets, we'll fold it. If he times out, we win the steal. I would have loved to have seen a bet out of him, but he sits out, so raise it up. Hopefully we get a call. We do. Multi-way. King 9-3. So what is we worried about? It's kind of set here. We'll bet half pot in a multi-way pot. And nobody hit. Not really a great board for somebody to call with. Nobody had spades. Nobody wanted to try and get a flush draw, a flush out of it. So it's right. We took down the pot. At least got 2 callers out of it. So, better than nothing. Ace 10 suited. I'm going to bump it up. The shove, we're just never calling that there. That's always aces or kings or something like that most of the time, so we can't call that. Can't call that with anything unless we have, queen queen and queen queen plus, really. That's always like ace king. It's always ace 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 king or king king, most of the time. Middle position ace 10 off will definitely raise this up. As enticing as it is with a suited ace, it's just not the right play. And a multi-way pot here, ace 2-3, especially to a pot size bet, easy fold out of this. He could be completely bluffing, but we don't have anything anyway. And keep in mind, it's NL5. People play pretty much with their cards face up here. It's not much bluffing happening. Queen jack off, we fold from under the gun. Uh, 10-9 suited. So I believe this actually, it just, they don't love calling suited connectors. And the problem is with calling there too is if there's a 3-bet, you're just in such a tough spot. That's why it's just better if, it's either a 3-bet or you fold in most of those situations. Because you're never going to call a 3-bet there in that spot. It's the 3-bet is super strong there too. So that's why it's just better off I think it's just better off to fold that. I do kind of understand the reasoning of why, the snowy ranges don't call those hands. Hey, I'm making a YouTube video. 3-bet here. Middle position reverse cut off. So ace jack off here. I'm gonna actually call it, even though out of position. Although out of position, I probably should have folded it, but it's just not a great flop, not a great turn. Yeah, I only have like 7 outs. So that's 14%. But for that kind of bet, I can actually call it and just hope to get an ace or a 4. 3, nothing doing. And now we're just going to have to fold out of this. Ultimately, ace jack should have been a fold there. Although I don't think it was a big 3-bet though either. It was a 3x 3-bet, but still out of position, probably should have folded there. This will definitely fold here. King jack suited will definitely be 3-betting here from small blind. So I'll make it 60 cents, 4x from the small blind. All right, 5-5. No set. To amend bet here, just gonna call it. And now we can definitely fold out of this here. Jack 8 suited from the button. Fold to that. Queen jack offsuit from the small blind. So queen jack offsuit here, I can actually just limp through the small blind. Don't flop anything though. Let's see, 9-8 off versus just a fold here. Three two suited, fold that. Okay, king queen suited here. Bump this up. Top pair, so we'll bet here. Half pot. We get a call. So we get 3 calls, which is really interesting. Gotta be worried about a set of fives here and the two pairs, quite possible. Um, Gonna throw out another bet though here. Just being in position. And I think that's a good bet too, you know. Straight draw out there now. And just fact I'm in position and I do have top pair. You know. Here we get 3-bet out of position, 5-5, we'll fold that. Fought two pair, that's kind of good. We'll do half pot, 7 cents. I mean, it's not like it's much. Get a call. Ace comes out there now. I could check and induce a call here, or we'll just bet again. Hopefully this guy has an ace. And we'll just go for the triple barrel now. Not bad for king 5 offsuit. We'll take that once in a while. As far as we even got 2 streets of value on that. Ace 8 suited, we'll raise it up. I noticed, by the way, and I noticed in my studies too, that by far the button has the best steal opportunity here on zone. The small button, both the small blind and the big blind fold. I think it's like over 70% to big blind to button opens. However, the big blind to the small blind usually only folds about 50% of the time. So that's why it's good to have a big button range. I mean, normally it's going to, you know, button range always want to have the biggest range in a button, but even here at zone, you know, just they fold a lot more to the button opens. Let's do a time check here. All right, just an hour now, so I'm gonna play about another 6 minutes. Let's play till 8:30. There you go again. Blinds folding to the button open. You get queens. Sizable 3-bet here. $0.17. That's 17 times 3, so 51 cents. Four bets, so $3.20. If he shoves, we'll call. We'll just hope for the best now. Just give us a queen. Nope. Unfortunately, we just lost a stack. And I guess on that note, we'll call the video 5 minutes early. Unfortunately, that's how we finish things off by losing a stack, queen, queen. Nothing we can do about that, you know. It's the right play. So anyway, there goes that video. If you like what you saw, please do me a favor. Please subscribe. And until next time, Poker Dad.